Hello there, guys. Glad to see all of you watching another video of mine. After the 5-0 victory in the T20s, we had a 3-0 defeat against New Zealand in the ODI series. Coming into the tests, we had consecutively won 7 out of 7 in the World Test Championship. This was the first big test in the ICC Test Championship, to be honest. We played West Indies at West Indies. Then we played South Africa at home and Bangladesh at home. We were set to play two tests in New Zealand. One which was played in the windy Wellington, as we all call it. So what went wrong in the first test? There were many factors that resulted in the loss of the first test. Such humiliating defeat in the first test. India's playing lineup was Prithvi Shaw, Mayank Agarwal, Virat Kohli, Cheteshwar Pujara, Ajinkya Rahane, Hanuma Vihari, Rishabh Pant, Ravichandran Ashwin, Mohammad Shami, Jasprit Bumrah, and Ishant Sharma. So, did the selectors get the team lineup wrong? I don't think so. Except Prithvi Shaw's selection, because he had a rough patch in the ODI series. Even in the build up to the series, Shubman Gill had an absolute brilliant India A tour in which he scored tremendous runs. I believe that was one of the selections that hampered this result, because Shubman Gill at the top of the order, we don't know how he'll play, but we have seen Prithvi Shaw. The technique he has, he tends to be the way Sehwag used to play, attacking the bowlers, but in the conditions of New Zealand, where a ball won't just go straight, it just won't go straight. It always tends to move either outwards or inwards. It has to move. This is what New Zealand is. We have seen it throughout the years. One, other than that, I feel there was no selection issues. Pant or Shaha, it would have been the same. Pant, Saha isn't one of the best batsmen, to be honest. But the form of the Indian batsman is a worrying thing. Mayank Agarwal off form, Cheteshwar Pujara off form, Hanuma Vihari off form, Rishabh Pant off form, and the biggest concern for all Indian fans, the off form of Virat Kohli. The century drought has now moved up to 15 innings. He has scored only 150 in throughout the New Zealand series now. His T20 form wasn't good, his ODI form was absolutely poor, and now two test innings. In both the innings, the first innings was an absolute beautiful setup by Kyle Jamieson. Shot, 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 shot full, shot full, shot full, and then after the last shot, he thought that yes, he tempted towards playing the ball and he edged the ball. It went straight to Ross Taylor. Then, in the second innings, he started very well. But, same lack of concentration. I don't know what is happening to Virat Kohli. The way he got out in the ODIs, the way he got out in the T20s, and now in the tests, it's a very worrying factor. Now I have a problem with Cheteshwar Pujara. We all thought that Cheteshwar Pujara is the next Rahul Dravid. I just want to make it clear, he is nowhere close to being what Rahul Dravid was. Rahul Dravid scored a 270 at a windy Wellington pitch. 270. Now, the bowlers. Ishant Sharma, pick of the bowlers, hands down. Jasprit Bumrah, worst bowler among the Indian lineup. What has happened to Jasprit Bumrah? Something has happened. The injury, after the injury, he doesn't seem to be the Jasprit Bumrah we all know. The way he bowled in West Indies, it was an absolute delight to see such a pace bowling attack, such a pace bowling extravaganza by Jasprit Bumrah in the West Indies, and now we are seeing this from Jasprit Bumrah. Ravichandran Ashwin, he has a test century. We all expect him to score runs. The way all tailenders of every team tend to score runs, Indian tailenders just can't bat. They just can't bat. That's the issue. And when you can't bat, we can't even take the wickets of the tailenders. Kyle Jamieson and Trent Bolt almost took the game away from us. We were the way we took Watlings and Saudi's wicket in early day 3, we should have been able to capitalize. We should have capitalized by taking the wicket of Kyle Jamieson and Trent Bolt and keeping the lead between 110 to 120. That would have been a huge positive for us. Having to trail a lead of 110 is much easier than trailing 160 or 170. Those runs were hugely beneficial for New Zealand team. And New Zealand, Saudi's consistent line, Kane Williamson's outstanding captaincy, Trent Bowles round the wicket bowling to right-handers, all went New Zealand's way. Windy Wellington was absolutely New Zealand's fest. Kane Williamson being the top scorer for New Zealand, the way he played, it looked like Indian bowling didn't have that edge, whereas New Zealand bowling had that edge. They bowled at absolute correct line and lengths. They were consistent. If they had been given 10 balls to bowl at a particular spot, they would have done that. If you had given that to the Indian bowlers, they couldn't. That's the difference. In a test match, you need to bowl consistent line and lengths. If you don't do that, you can't win test matches. We have seen the bowling lineup. We know how good this bowling lineup is. We don't expect such performance from the Indian national team. With the women's team playing so well, we expect the men's team to do similarly. Next, we'll move on to Christchurch for the second test. If we win this, it will be a huge, because in the test championship also it will help India team keep the first position. But the way they performed in the first test, that looks a bit skeptical. So until then, see you guys later. Take care. Peace.